All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So look, 2020 for the New York Jets has been a complete house of horrors. All right, we're in week 15 and the Jets have not won a single ball game. All right. But with that being said, that does not mean that every player is horrible. That does not mean that every single player on this roster needs to be replaced. Believe it or not, there's a handful of guys that are playing really good football. Okay, so in this video, I wanted to really dive in and discuss a couple players that have stood out to me throughout the course of this season and that have probably stood out to you as well. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into it. The 5 bright spots in the season of misery. So the first bright spot of 2020, it's got to be Adam Gase's play calling. I'm kidding. It's safety Marcus Maye, okay? You want to talk about leadership? You want to talk about a guy who is ascended from the term good free safety to elite overall safety. Marcus Maye is playing like one of the best safeties in the National Football League, okay? You look at the responsibility that Maye has to deal with on a week-to-week basis. You're looking at the roster around him, what's transpired in the offseason. CJ Mosley opts out, Jamal Adams gets traded. You're looking at the cornerback room. Pierre Desir didn't work out. You have Bryce Hall, rookie late round pick. You have Lamar Jackson, rookie undrafted free agent. You know, you're Blessian Austin, year 2, late round guy. Okay, we don't have a Jalen Ramsey. We don't have a Marcus Peters. We don't have a Stephon Gilmore. Marcus Maye is the veteran leader back there. And it feels like yesterday that he was just drafted. Okay, it really does. But you know, given his age, given his experience with this Jets team, this guy's like the man in charge now back there, and he's not disappointing, okay? Now, yes, it's up to the Jets to bring him back next season, and I've talked to a couple Jets fans here and there, and some are on the fence, you know, of bringing him back because of the contract and all that kind of stuff. They feel like we have bigger needs, but Marcus Maye has been a dominant force in the year of 2020, and it's been a treat to watch him. So moving on. The second guy on this list is defensive tackle / nose Quinnen Williams. Okay, there was a lot of buzz. There was a lot of speculation and rumors out there around the trade deadline that the Jets and Joe Douglas could have moved Quinnen, right, traded him away for a second round pick or something like that. But look, the fans were right. You guys were right. You guys told the Jets. You guys were vocal on Twitter. You guys were vocal down below in the comment section. Do not trade Quinnen Williams. Well, thankfully, the Jets listened to you guys because they're now reaping the benefits. All right, Quinnen Williams has been on an absolute tear this season. He has gotten more snaps. He has shown off his power and speed. He's playing all around the defensive line. Okay, Steve McClendon gets, traded down to Tampa Bay, opens up more playing time for Quinnen, and the guy is not disappointed. Okay, he's playing zero tech, just lining up against great centers out there and just dominating them. Quinnen Williams, for being such a young player, and he hasn't really had that much NFL experience throughout his young Jets career, it's such a positive, it's such a bright spot moving forward because the sky's the limit for Quinnen, okay? He was heralded, some people had him as the best overall player in the draft, right? With guys like Joey Bosa and Kyler Murray and whatnot. But man, Quinnen Williams at spot number 3 has finally lived up to his potential. Why? Because he's getting in the game. It's such an awesome thing to see because I'm a big Quinnen guy, right? I love the pick when we got him at spot number 3. I know there was some, backlash of taking like quote unquote another defensive lineman, but I just felt like he was too good to pass up at the time. So I'm very happy that the Jets kept him and now he's starting to produce and everything is trending upwards. So the third bright spot on this list, okay, first round pick, rookie, left tackle out of Louisville, Makai Becton. All right, I'm not over exaggerating with what I'm about to say, but Makai Becton has been literally perfect. He is every single trait that you want in a left tackle. He has size. He has so much room for improvement. He has speed. He has aggressiveness. He has so much production already in his young Jet career. Remember, this is the virus here. No preseason. Training camp is weird. Not that good of a coaching staff. Makai Becton is leading the AFC in Pro Bowl votes. I don't really like the Pro Bowl. I think it's kind of like a popularity thing. But nonetheless, for a guy that was picked 11th overall, and he's a rookie, and he's playing with this bunch on offense, and he's being coached by this staff, for him to go out there and look like an absolute dominant beast and be, quite frankly, in the discussion of best left tackle in the AFC already in 15 weeks, Makai Becton has single-handedly energized this fan base with his sense of aggression, with his tenacity, right, with his overall violence that he brings to the game, that gets people excited, especially when you're thinking, recent history, left tackle of the New York Jets, there was really nothing to write home about. It was always, let's hope this guy's average. Let's hope this guy's average. That's not the case with Makai Becton. He's out there performing like a top 3 tackle in the league, and he's a rookie. How crazy is that? All right, you gotta love Becton. The guy, I'll say this, I expect to see number 77 in the stands for the next 10 to 15 seasons, okay? That is how good Makai Becton is. And again, I'm not over exaggerating. I know I'm a Jet fan, and that could come off as like a homer style of statement, but I fully believe that. And people around the NFL, fans of every single team out there, would probably have to agree with me after watching 1 year of Makai Becton. So moving right along, the fourth guy on this list, the fourth bright spot, if you will, it's Makai Becton's counterpart, right tackle George Fant, all right? George Fant simply does not get enough credit. I don't know what it is about George Fant and why people don't give him credit, but this season at right tackle, he's been phenomenal. I don't know if it's because he isn't that first round guy. I don't know if it's because he didn't sign like some, lucrative contract. I don't know if it's because he wasn't really a consistent starter with the Seattle Seahawks, but when you watch Fant on tape, the guy does not get penalized and the guy does not give up any quarterback pressures, okay? I think he has 2 quarterback pressures in the entire season, all right? And granted, he hasn't been out there for the entirety of the year, but nonetheless, I feel completely comfortable with Becton at left and George Fant at right tackle. Okay, completely comfortable for whoever it may be next year at the helm, Lawrence, Darnold, Fields, whoever it may be. I feel like the 2 tackle positions are completely solidified for the time being, okay? The offense has been terrible this year, all right? 3 and outs. The quarterback play has been horrific. Turning the ball over, the play calling is abysmal, but that's not because of the tackle play this season, okay? Those are 2 bright spots of this team, and thankfully for Jets fans, it's coming. They're, both of those guys are at major positions of need when you look back in recent history, right? The Jets O-line play has been a complete disaster pretty much for the last 10 years here, so very encouraging stuff. And the 5th bright spot on this list, wide receiver Denzel Mims. Yet again, another rookie, okay? 2nd rounder out of Baylor, and you could be looking at the numbers and saying, Denzel Mims, okay, he has decent numbers here, but he's not Chase Claypool. He is not Justin Jefferson. He is not, a couple of the CD Lamb. He's not one of those dudes. His stats don't back that up. But when you take everything into consideration, knowing that it's the virus year, knowing that the quarterback play frankly sucks, knowing that there's been no preseason, knowing that Denzel Mims has been dealing with an injury and missed half the year, for him to come into this Jets locker room, leapfrog the entire roster as that starting outside guy, forms an instant chemistry with Joe Flacco. I mean, his debut, he's getting in the game. He's, actually a threat to cornerbacks, a threat to defensive coordinators. You gotta love, you have to love that, okay, as Jets fans out there. Last time I'm thinking about good receivers that the Jets have had in recent memory, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker back in 2015. When both of those guys popped off with, Chan Gailey and Fitzmagic. But man, Denzel Mims, you're looking at him, 6'3", 200+ pound guy. The dude has done so much, and he has had so much crap that he's had to deal with. Okay, just think about when the chaos starts to settle down a little bit. I like Denzel Mims a lot. I think he's going to be a staple on the outside for years to come. And to land this guy in the 2nd round when Joe Douglas traded down in the draft and still managed to land Denzel Mims, it's frankly incredible. It's just completely fantastic. Okay, so you're looking at the roster. I get it. The Jets are terrible. Haven't won a game. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's disappointing. I get that completely. But the good news is, that we have a left tackle. The right tackle is playing terrific football. We have a young wide receiver in Denzel Mims. Quinnen Williams, a guy that a lot of people wrote off last year, right? During his rookie year in the offseason, with all the trade rumors and whatnot, a lot of people wrote this guy off, but he has came to play, right? And he has definitely grown up. He's shown a lot of progression throughout his young career. And then, of course, Marcus Maye, a guy who has literally been asked to do everything. Oh, hey, we need you at free safety. Oh, we need you at strong safety. Oh, we're going to lose Jamal Adams, and CJ Mosley's going to opt out. We have young corners on the outside, so you have to really do a lot in the backfield as far as coverage help. He's done it perfectly. Okay, so those are 5 bright spots that frankly have jumped off the tape when I watched this Jets team this year. It's just stuff to get excited about. So I'll leave it there, right? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Who are some guys that have jumped off the tape for you, right? Specifically, because I mean, of course I didn't mention everybody here, but these are just the guys that are just popping off the TV when I watch the New York Jets. One quick last point, because it just popped into my head now, I guess one little bonus one. One guy that I'm thinking about that's actually done a really solid job this year, punter Braden Mann. Again, another rookie, okay? So he's done a phenomenal job. I think he's up there in Pro Bowl votes as well, so that's always encouraging to see. But I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.